Now let's see the next instruction, that is XRL register. So as you know that in the instruction the first part is opcode. So opcode is XRL and the remaining part is operand, that is register. After that, this instruction contains no data. It means this instruction is of only one byte. Machine cycle we are going to see a bit later. Let's first see the meaning of this instruction, XRL register. XRL register means perform logical XOR operation between the content of register and the accumulator. Perform logical XOR operation between the content of register and accumulator, and answer will be stored in the accumulator. So let's see one example. Suppose the instruction that we are going to see is XRAC. So XRAC means the XOR operation will be performed between the content of C register and accumulator, and answer will be stored in the accumulator. Before the execution, you can see that A and C registers contain some data. A contains 32H, it means in hexadecimal, and C contains 42H. I have also represented these two numbers into binary. So when we perform the XRAC, the logical XOR will be performed between these two numbers. So let's perform logical XOR 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 0. If you convert this number into hexadecimal, you will get 70H. So after execution, you can see that in the accumulator the answer will be 70H, and in the register C the data will remain unchanged. So in the register C the 42H will be there. Because this instruction is logical instruction, 3 flags will be affected according to result, and these flags are the sign flag, parity flag and the zero flag. Now let's discuss the machine cycle. Now we know that this instruction is of only one byte. It means when we give this instruction to the memory, it will occupy only one memory location. So suppose the example is XRAC, and when it is given to the memory, it will occupy only one memory location. After instruction is stored, the processor will start doing its task, that is to fetch, decode and execute. To fetch the instruction, the processor will perform the first machine cycle, that is opcode fetch. Now when microprocessor will perform the opcode fetch, this whole instruction will be transferred to the memory. After this instruction is this whole instruction will be transferred to the microprocessor. After this whole instruction is transferred to the microprocessor, the processor will decode that instruction. After decoding, the processor will execute. Now if you pay attention, during the execution, what is happening, that the XOR is performed between two registers, and these two registers are part of the microprocessor, and the answer is stored in the accumulator, which is again part of the microprocessor. It means during the execution no interaction with memory is happening. So it means for this instruction only one machine cycle is needed, that is opcode fetch, and this is it for this instruction.